Welcome back to Phuket News TV, and I've got Sean Panton here. Sean is the CSR manager for the Marriott Hotel up here in Macau. All the other things you do.
Yes, sir. I'm the Director of Corporate Social Responsibility for Marriott Thailand, responsible for 14 hotels. Yeah. Got the best job in the world.
Yes, you have.
Yes, sir.
And you're also involved in some of the peak environment organisations here in Phuket.
Yep, I was the founder and CEO of Seek Phuket, which we started 4 years ago to develop a sustainability plan for the island, which I'm very happy to report looks like it's been followed page by page, which is enlightening, and also some other community-based projects that we like to engage in.
Sean, let's talk about sustainability. Let's talk about beaches, because clearly we have a problem with Phuket's best asset.
Yes.
The beaches not being cleaned.
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of people with passion and time to go and clean the beaches. Why are the Farangs and some of the local Thais having to organise themselves and get plastic bags and go and clean the beaches? Why aren't the government cleaning the beaches?
That's a very good question. The government mandate is to clean the beaches with the obitures, which are the relevant areas. The beaches are a difficult one because they kind of fall in between. The obitures are supposed to keep the areas around the beaches clean, but the actual beach itself is an area of discrepancy. So you would have thought that the government would be employing beach cleaners and having them on the beach and keeping the beaches clean. Unfortunately, that's not the case. And after
but this is Phuket's best asset.
Yes, sir. It's a budget issue. So we approached it many years ago and spoke to the provincial government, and Kun Maitri, you remember, I'm sure,
Maitri,
is a wonderful governor, and they want the beaches cleaned. It's just getting the budget from the government to clean the beaches. Let me give you an idea of what I mean. In Patong, for example, we had a big meeting with the mayor of Patong about this specific item. Yeah. And he became very defensive, and we had a big argument, which was unfortunate, but at the end of it we established what the problem was, and the problem was, which we completely understand, is that they're only given budget. There's only 25,000 people registered living in Patong, right? And they're only given budget to clean waste for 25,000 people, not 250,000 people, including tourists. So,
well, up to it could be 1 million over the year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So those are just monthly numbers. So, right. So you can appreciate they're overworked and understaffed and under budgeted. So therefore it was an apparent progression for us all to develop a civil society organisation to support the government, and we all work together to try and keep the beaches clean. So that was a solution based on the lack of commitment from, it's not the local government, it's the government in Bangkok. It's just the rules and regulations, how they allocate the budget. So sure. As we move forward, that budget allocation hopefully will be addressed.
I think there's also an issue that most of the people that come to Thailand, the Farang and the foreigners who enjoy the beaches, are the ones who are probably causing most of the rubbish problem.
Exactly.
And they would probably gladly put their rubbish in a bin if there was a bin or a trash, as they say in America, to put their rubbish. Yeah. But there aren't even enough rubbish bins around.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. One of the things that Seek or the Green Clubs have done is to put trash in as many trash boxes in as many locations as possible. Again, it's something that the government will be investing in. They have just done this beach project in Phuket where they've done an amazing job, by the way. They've taken off all the encroachment, they've cleaned out, as you know, out all the areas. I mean, look at Surin Beach now and it's phenomenal. It's like it was 20 years ago. Yeah. They've zoned it too, so you've got commercial areas. But again, there's still no big rubbish collection areas. So I think as we move forward, it's something that will need to be a major focal point. I think a really simple Keep Phuket Clean campaign. Yes. For everyone, led by the government. All they do is put the bins on the beaches. Everybody's taught Keep Phuket Clean. It's a very simple campaign. I think that's the next step for the next year for us to work on with the governor.
Okay, Sean, thank you.
It's a pleasure.
We are lucky though that there are quite a few groups, probably really operating independently, and maybe it's a project for the future to bring some of these sort of groups together, who are spontaneously going out and cleaning the beaches. Yeah. One of the groups is called Clean the Beach Boot Camp.
Yeah, they're great.
And they operate mostly in the southern part of the island, although they've been up as far as Bang Tao. And last weekend they were down at Patong Beach in hideous, horrendous conditions, the weather, and 50 of them collected the rubbish. This is what they do. The Clean the Beach Boot Camp is a local beach cleanup every 2 weeks. It was conceived by Chris Luther, a local personal trainer, as a way of getting people onto the beach, having a free workout, and then cleaning up one of Phuket's beaches. The clean-up at Patong Beach followed a wet season downpour, but those that did turn up picked up nearly 20 bags of rubbish from the famous Patong Beach, and all that after they've done a free workout with Chris. It's not so much the big things that we can see like plastic bags, bottles and old shoes. It's the smaller stuff that makes the beach so dirty. Cigarette butts, straws, cigarette lighters, bottle tops, they were everywhere. The Clean the Beach Boot Camp is a great initiative that lets locals enjoy the beaches and then give some of their time back to keeping the beaches in a condition fit for tourists and locals. So that's what they're doing down there at Patong Beach, and Clean the Beach Boot Camps operate every 2 weeks on different beaches. Well done to Chris Luther and his team. Sean, a hotel like the Marriott, they do a lot of really good work with the community, and you're saying that some of the orbitors do contact you and tell them about the beach cleaning.
Yeah, yesterday we were contacted by our local orbitor last week, and yesterday we went down to the Maikau village, and with the local schools and the community and the governor, we cleaned an area for the beach. So the government do beach cleanings, and they do reach out to the hotels, and we all, we have to support them and go along together. So it's there. It's not a clear strategy, but they do make a big effort. We did another one for World Turtle Day, and I just encourage your own hotels as well. If you are a tourist going to the beach, just take your litter with you, home with you, and if you are a hotel operating in a beach environment, just make sure you work together to keep your ecosystems clean, because it is, as you said, your biggest resource, and if the beach is dirty, guests won't come back. Yeah.
Well, we're talking a really important topic today. We're talking about Phuket's beaches. These are the beaches that really are still the main reason people come to Phuket. Even if it's only just to look at them or look at the pretty photos from time to time, we need to make sure our beaches are clean. And it may be that the wide shot, they look clean, but when you look closely at the sand, there's cigarette butts and all sorts of rubbish. And it's up to all of us to do our bit. Sean, thanks for your time.
Thank you, Tim. Always a pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time on Phuket News TV.